So here's a real situation that I experience every day. I come out of my subdivision onto Wilson Heights, and I look onto a 57-acre parcel of land that is zoned for about over 3,000, I think it's close to 3,500 units.
Townhouses, mostly?
High density.
High density, okay.
It is between Wilson subway station and Downsview subway station, okay? Allen Road to the west and Wilson Heights to the east.
It's a beautiful location to develop.
It was handed over to Create TO in 2009. 15 years ago. They've done 3 community consultations. There's an executive board that makes hundreds of thousands of dollars, and there's not a fucking shovel in the ground. And they're talking about, well, we got infrastructure here in the city. We should be building in the city. We should leave the green belt alone. Fuck. How much better of an area to develop than something right in the heart of the city, north of the 401, arteries everywhere, transit hubs to the north and south, not a shovel in the ground.
You know, I relentlessly try not to be political if I possibly can. But sooner or later, when you think about Pierre Poilievre talking about, we got to do something about the fucking gatekeepers.
Yep.
It resonates a bit, right? It resonates a bit. Now, I don't know what he can do. I don't know if he'll be successful. I don't know if he'll get elected. I suspect he might.
Hopefully.
But the truth is, at least somebody is calling out what's wrong. Because what's wrong is an enormous bureaucracy. I mean, there was a video went viral across Canada literally yesterday.
I saw it. I did watch it.
You saw it. Okay.
It's in BC.
A young man, youngish guy in his 30s, him and his partners are in the business of developing. They're truckers.
Yep.
They're long haul truckers. They're logging truckers who want to develop big electric rigs. Okay. They want to be innovators. So they wanted to apply to the government for a grant, and they had no success. So they were introduced by the government to a company that does all the grant work. You know, we'll do the application for you. Okay, great.
MNP.
Yeah, we'll do the application for you, and we'll make sure that it works for you. Oh, great. That's great. How much does it cost? 20% of whatever you make for the rest of time. Okay. Whoa, what the fuck? Really? That's crazy. Okay, but you're guaranteed that it's going to go through. How can you guarantee that? We're the ones who approve it. We write it, we get 20%, and then we approve it.
Bit of
so
a
you
conflict,
get your money. Okay?
double dipping
conflict. A
conflict.
little bit of conflict. So they all went batshit crazy mad. Everybody's running around and they say, well, we're gonna investigate this. We're gonna investigate this. So the vote went to the floor of the legislature in British Columbia, their own legislature, and the government voted an investigation down. There will be no investigation. There should not be any need for an investigation. All right. Look, if we can't figure out that the inmates have taken over the asylum, okay, I don't think you can say that anymore. We're going to get canceled for that. Okay?
I don't think so.
Talk about that. I think you can't say that anymore. I really do. But I'm said it anyway. We're going to run it. Okay. But it just doesn't make any sense. Like the things that we see every day in our business in terms of what happens with mortgages, look, let me ask you a question. Why when you first started and I first started, we could get down payment approved in some cases with 1 page.
Yes.
1 page. Okay, you've got a 5% down payment, and that's $40,000. You've got a $45,000 RSP.
One statement.
Show us the RSP statement. Yep, it's there. It's clear. You've got it. Okay, that's the down payment finished. Today, admittedly, the down payment's bigger, but today we've got to source every deposit over $1,999. Like people say, no, Ron, that's wrong. It's like 5,000 or 10.
Bullshit.
Oh no.
You need everything.
If the lender chooses, they can ask you to defend every single small deposit that's not payroll. If it's not payroll, we may ask you, and it's over 2,000, we may ask you to source it. What the fuck's going on here? Okay. So by the way, what's changed? Like, these are people with RSPs in Canada. There's no money coming from outside of Canada. They have RSP savings in Canada. I don't think there was any money laundering. I mean,
Nope.
that RSP statement goes back 90 days.
Tax-free savings accounts,
all that stuff. Okay?
RSPs.
But you have to track every single transfer till in the end, people are screaming at you. The borrower's screaming at you like, what do you mean I got to track? I mean, I gave you the 90 days. Yes, but on day, if we go back to day 89, you moved $3,000 in from another account. So now we got to go back 90 days on that fucking account. Okay, you got to show me 90 days there.
So Ron, we've both been around longer than 2 amortization schedules. Okay, that's a long time.
Long time.
The amount of paper that we're seeing today versus when we started has got to be 6 to 7 times.
Oh, for sure. At least it's a 600% increase. Absolutely.
Easy.
You remember we never even used to have to take ID because the lawyer took ID.
The lawyer took ID.
Yeah.
Credit bureau consent was pretty much all the ink we needed on that page. And we were able to get pay stubs, went into the bank account, validated, right? Especially on a transfer. If it's an existing mortgage, on a transfer, it was very easy to qualify people. If they're
100%.
still where they're working, it's okay.
It's fine.
And today it just seems like it's like pulling teeth. It's bothering clients. And then, you know, everybody's afraid to make a call at the lenders. No one wants to mitigate the risk. No one wants to write up a deal anymore. Like there used to be a day, and we know who they are, those lenders would mitigate a file, they'd write it up, they'd support it, they were comfortable recommending it, and that was good enough. Today, everybody wants to feel safe. If it doesn't fit the box, like they're not even underwriters anymore. I call them checkers. They check the box. And if it doesn't fit, it doesn't work.
It's we really it's not really sensible to blame the lenders, because at the end of the day they would all prefer not to have to do this too.
Agreed.
They would all prefer not to have to do this.